Chief Guest Padmabhushan Dr. Sivathanu Pillai, Founder and former MD, CVO of Brahmos Aerospace and President of PMA India, our beloved CMD Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli, respected functional directors and CVO, esteemed Regional Director of PMA India, Shri T. Srinivasan, senior officials, representatives from unions and associations, press and media, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to one and all. On behalf of Learning and Development Center of NLCIL, it gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you at this momentous ceremony of the distribution of IPMA Level A Project Management Certificate.
It's my privilege to welcome Shri T. Srinivasan, Regional Director of PMA India. With his expertise and vision, he has been instrumental in promoting project management excellence across the nation. We are fortunate to have him among us to share his valuable insight. Sir, may I request you to deliver the thematic address.
A very good afternoon to all of you. To our President of PMA India, Dr. Sivathanu Pillai sir, CMD of NLC India, Shri Prasanna Kumar ji, and other directors, senior officers, and those of you who have gathered here for this very important and happy occasion. PMA India and NLCIL are interacting, associating, and partnering for more than 10 years. Probably I am also associated with PMA India since 2014, and we are with NLCIL since that time almost. For the benefit of those who may not be knowing much about IPMA and what is this project management certifications all about, I will just take a couple of minutes to explain in very brief things. IPMA is an organization founded in Switzerland way back in 1960s to promote project management competences among all sectors and among all individuals in the world, so that whatever task or mission they do becomes successful. So the best practices are summed up and given to the people. Today it has spread in more than 72 countries in the world. It is followed worldwide. In India, PMA Project Management Associates is functioning since 1993, and we have Dr. Sivathanu Pillai sir, the father of Brahmos missile, as the president of PMA since 2014. He has been the guiding factor, and with his support and guidance, PMA has penetrated into several ministries of Government of India, major PSUs of in India, as well as leading corporates like L&T, Siemens, Alstom, name it, all of them are supporting PMA in a very big way, getting their officers certified to various levels of project management in competences. So IPMA basically advocates 4 levels of certification, and it has got an international standard, what we call it as ICB 4, that talks about the perspective or the contextual factors affecting the project, the people who execute the project, as well as the actual practices of project management. One who has got a knowledge in all these areas, which is assessed by exams, is given IPMA Level D certification. He knows the project management in totality and he can execute any project. But those people who are experienced, who have done projects in their career, they have different levels of certifications from level C, level B and level A. Depending upon their years of experience and actually like whether they have handled simple projects or complex projects, programs and portfolios. So NLCIL has been doing these project management programs, is a corporate life member of PMA India, and more than 300 people have gone through our programs here for the last 10 years. In fact, NLCIL is the first PSU or first organization in India to introduce level D for the graduate engineer trainees at the very beginning of their career. During the induction phase itself, there are hundreds of GETs have gone through level D. They have got such a good foundation so that every assignment they take up can be done successfully, and the results are obvious for NLCIL. And level C and level B, level A we have been doing. And the most important aspect of our gathering today is to facilitate the CMD, Shri Prasanna Kumar ji, who has gone through IPMA level A certification, the highest in the certification of IPMA in the world. The entire world has got probably of 500 plus people who are certified to IPMA level A. India is just somewhere in 40s, 42 or 43, and CMD sir is one of these very, very rare people who has got IPMA level A certification. Hearty congratulations, sir. It is with your support, I think these project management certifications will go a long way further among the officers of IPMA, including the IPMA Delta, what I have been talking to you about, which certifies the entire organization of project management competences, and NLCIL can become the first organization in India to get IPMA Delta certified. Today we have basically gathered to celebrate the issuance of the IPMA level A certificate to CMD, and also the level C certificates and level D certificates to those who have completed in the recent batches. Those more than hundreds of people have got certified in the last 10 years. The first time we are gathering here to celebrate that and make it as a big event to distribute the certificate. Thank you, sir, for this opportunity, and I will not take much more time than this. I request the program to proceed, and we can have the certification ceremony shortly after the address by CMD and President PME, Dr. Sivathanu Pillai, sir. Thank you so much.
Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli assumed charge of Chairman and Managing Director of NLCIL on Jan 12, 2023. Prior to his appointment as CMD, NLCIL, he served as a Managing Director of Gujarat State Electricity Corporation Limited. With his rich experience for more than 3 decades in the energy sector, including power sector, coal industry, including heading regulatory positions, he has held many prestigious positions, including Executive Director at NTPC, Director of CNUPL, Joint Managing Director of MGCL, and also served as the Chairman of the prestigious Western Region Power Committee and achieved remarkable performance even during challenging times. He holds a gold medal in mechanical engineering from Nagarjuna University. He is also holding MBA, a certified energy auditor from the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, Government of India, and certification in power distribution management. He is a fellow member of the Institution of Engineers and has presented and published numerous papers in the prestigious national and international conference and journals. He has received many accolades, including the Best Journal Award from the Institution of Engineers and the Horizon Best Article Award from NTPC Management Journal. He has received applause from his technical and leadership contribution from many reputed global institutions. To name a few, the University of Newcastle Research Association, Australia, United States Agency for International Development, United States of America, IIM Ahmedabad, and IIM Lucknow. He was instrumental in bringing national level policies in the Ministry of Power, Ministry of Coal, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas that helped in efficient and optimal utilization of coal and gas in various power stations, reducing the power tariff. During his tenure as MD, Gujarat State Electricity Corporation Limited, he excelled in capacity addition, operational excellence, and safety through constant innovation and initiative, receiving the Outstanding Performance Appreciation Allocates from the Government of Gujarat. After his assumption of charge as CMD at NLCIL, NLCIL has ventured into its first renewal in business at pan-India level and also into commercial mining. He ensured all-round performance improvement of the company in all fronts, including building stakeholder confidence and enhancing the market capitalization to multifold. He has been honored with the prestigious People Focus CEO of the Year Award by Economic Times Human Capital Awards in 2024 and the Best CEO Corporate Management Innovative Leadership Award. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an extraordinary privilege to have among us a visionary leader who has redefined excellence in energy sector of India. Our esteemed CMD has set benchmark in innovation, sustainability and operation excellence. A trailblazer with global recognition, and his leadership continues to inspire and transform us. With great pride and anticipation, let us warmly welcome our respected CMD sir to deliver the guest of honor address.
Good evening everyone. Sabko namaskar. Anaivarakkum vanakkam. Respected my functional directors, Chief Vigilance Officer, Srinivasanji, Regional Director IPMA, and today's guest of honor, President IPMA. In Puranas, it is written that whenever evil forces try to dominate good, for that purpose, as a last resort, Lord Brahma created Brahmastra. And you must be knowing, Lord Rama, which is Vishnu avatar, he used Brahmastra to kill Ravana after trying all other methods. And it is in mythology it is said that Brahma is creator, Vishnu is protector, and Shiva is destroyer. But our chief guest today is combination of all these three. He is having name of Shiva and created Brahmastra, that is Brahmos, for the purpose of Vishnu. Why I am calling Vishnu? Vishnu is a protector and Indian Army is our protector. So he is combination of Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara, and I am very privileged. The entire NLCIL team is privileged with his presence here. He is Padma Shri, Padmabhushan, reputed scientist and a respected personality in the country. Sir, we are very pleased with your presence here and we wholeheartedly welcome you to this function. As Srinivasanji rightly explained, the association of IPMA and NLC almost from 2014 onwards. And in the current context, the importance of project management reached new heights in the country. As you know, we are the company operating for last 68 years, excelling in all the areas of lignite mining, lignite-based power generation, coal mining, coal-based power generation, and our diversification into renewables, diversification into the many green initiatives, and our expansion of the mining, power and renewables. We are having many strengths, but the future of NLCIL lies in timely execution of the projects which we have taken up. We are having a capacity of 6 gigawatt as on date, and we are targeting to become a 20 gigawatt company by 2030. That is almost 3 times increase in our thermal capacity generation. We are around 50 million metric ton coal plus lignite producing company as on date. We want to double it to 100 million metric ton by 2030. Similarly, we are 1.4 gigawatt renewables company, and we were the first company in the country to add 1 gigawatt capacity. We are aspiring to make it 10 gigawatt, almost 8 times increase in the renewable power capacity. In that direction, many projects we have undertaken. Earlier we were mainly focusing our operations in Tamil Nadu, but now we are focusing across the country, and many projects are in pipeline in the state of Gujarat, in the states of Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Orissa. So to achieve our targets, the main requirement is the project management. We have seen the importance of project management in our Ghatampur thermal power station, where because of many reasons there is a time delay and cost overrun. But team NLCIL, with great dedication and commitment, came back and we commissioned the first 660 megawatt unit of NLCIL recently. And with the same spirit, we are going to commission and declare COD of other units also. For all these things, the main requirement is the project management. I completed IPMA level D certification almost around 15 years back. And from my experience, I got many advantages because of this level D certification, both professionally as well as personally. The basic concepts that we were trained for getting level D certification, they are useful to me even today. And the foundation was so strong. The entire program was so meticulously planned, and the examination was, the standard of examination was so good that people, unless they know the concepts, basic concept of project management, they cannot pass that examination. With this experience and with the basics and the foundation of level D examination has given me, whatever projects are assigned to me, either in NTPC or the Gujarat State Electricity Corporation or NLC, I could complete them within the time period, mainly because of this foundation only. I can quote two main projects which I have given, which were very critical projects, and that have given lot of satisfaction to me when the projects were completed. The first project, when I was a section head in Unchahar Thermal Power Station, I was in charge of boiler maintenance, and that was summer time, and that unit was working for more than 436 days. At that time, it was a world record. It was running continuously 436 days. The overhauling of the unit is to be done to ensure that the reliability is maintained. So because the unit was running so long, several activities were planned. Almost activities that requires around 45 days of maintenance activities were planned. But it so happened that power plant is in VVIP constituency, and the entire activity was to be completed in 22 days. The original scheduled project was for 45 days. In that, many activities were planned. First time in the country, the reheater coils were being replaced. First time in the country, the entire baskets of air repeaters were being replaced, and more than 10,000 joints were being done. So, number of activities were there. But suddenly, there was communication that this activity was to be completed in 22 days. That was a real challenge. And in other parts of the thermal power station, turbine and other balance of the plant, they can do the activity to the required extent, so that there is no problem for them. The main problem is for the boiler. So I was told that you have to complete all your activities within next 20 days. Actually, all our resources, everything was available based on 45 days completion time. That was the main challenge, and whatever concepts I studied in the level D examination, those concepts were used there practically, and everybody was discouraging, telling that it is not at all possible to complete the activities within 20 days. It is a really impossible task. And more than 5,000 people were working in different areas. So that was a real challenge. All the tools that were taught to me in the level D examination and the course material we studied in the level D examinations were used there. All the activities were planned in such a way that the entire team was taken into confidence. The entire team, including the casual laborers, were taken into confidence. All facilities arrangements were done in the plant itself for fooding, for their taking rest. Everything was arranged in the plant, and the entire activity could be completed in 20 days' time, for which we got appreciation even from Prime Minister office also. So that was the most satisfying project which I completed with the support from the entire team members, including the casual laborers. Everybody worked committedly, continuously to complete the project. So that was as a section head. When I joined navally, at that point of time, the company was facing generation loss of almost 1500 megawatt a day because of lignite shortage. That is mainly attributed to non-availability of land and diversion of river Paramanar. You all know Paramanar river was being diverted temporarily for next 1 or 2 years mining operations, because permanent diversion is a very critical activity requiring lot of efforts, and many stakeholders were to be satisfied, and it is a complex project. That's why nobody was touching that. But when we understood the importance of the Paramanar river diversion for maintaining our generation levels, with the support from the entire NLCIL team, we could complete the entire project of diversion of Paramanar within 22 days, with full support from the state government, with the full support from central government, with support from the district administration, and particularly with committed efforts of the entire NLCIL team members, we could complete that in 20 days. And this project gave so much satisfaction to me that once we completed that, from January 2024 onwards, all our units are running without any problem, without any shortage in the lignite. This process, permanent diversion, by word it is a very simple one, but it's not that simple. It involves many complexities because many stakeholders were to be satisfied, starting from the state government, a close coordination, seamless communication with the district administration, state administration, and contractors executing the work was required. In a period of 15 days, more than 2 lakh cubic meters of earth material was moved. Nowhere that happened in the country. And 20 days, there was tremendous support from the state government. So when for this IPMA level A examination, I was preparing, there is a competency baseline is there, ICB. That is an exhaustive book that explains about the competencies that are required for IPMA level A examination holder. And that book is so meticulously written, so clearly written, responsibility wise, the attributes that are required for that responsibility. It was so meticulously written that after completing the project, I was trying to correlate, and all the competencies that are written in the project, in that book, were applicable in this Paramanar project. I think that was the major topic of my interview also, and our interviewer was also very much satisfied with the entire project. That gives me a lot of satisfaction, mainly because it is not a simple project, and a lot of resistance from various quarters, and a lot of communications are required, lot of efforts are required, and I should thank my team NLCIL who dedicatedly worked continuously for those 20 days. The entire team worked continuously day and night for those 20 days to make this project possible. So that project completion changed the performance levels of our company. So one project completion can change the performance of the company if all the projects which we are executing, if they are in line, if they are successfully completed, then the sky is only limit for your company. So that there is the need. There is a live example of utilization of level D certification. So I request each and every one to pursue this and have that certification for your competency levels. Sir, we revised our core values. Earlier it was a very short one, it was not covering all the aspects, but we evolved the core values not from any consultant. These core values evolved from the team NLCIL members, that is NLCIL commits, and one of the major part of major value in that core value is continuous learning. So whatever, irrespective of your age, your qualification, always we should continue our learning. That is useful to us as well as the company. I thank IPMA for giving me the IPMA level A certification, which is a dream come true for me. When I was having IPMA level D examination, I was always cherishing ki I should do go C, I should do B, and finally IPMA is giving me level A. I feel myself blessed and fortunate, and this certification I completely dedicate to the NLCIL team members, Gujarat State Electricity Corporation team members, NTPC team members, and my family members. Thank you all.
Padmabhushan Dr. A. Sivathanu Pillai graduated in electrical engineering from Madras University and underwent management program at Harvard Business School, obtained PhD from Pune University and Doctor of Science from Tumkur University. Dr. A. Sivathanu Pillai has over 4 decades of experience in ISRO and DRDO under the great visionary leaders Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, Professor Satish Dhawan, and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. That has made him a technology leader in the field of launch vehicles and guided missiles. Former Chief Controller DRDO and until recently Distinguished Professor at ISRO, he is currently the DRDO Dr. D.S. Kothari Chair at IIT Madras. Dr. A. Sivathanu Pillai skills in networking multiple institutions for the development of critical missile technologies, overcoming denial regimes, enabled realization of Agni, Prithvi, Nag and Akash missile under the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program as its Program Director. His outstanding leadership qualities made India proud to possess the fastest, highly precise and the most potent missile, Brahmos, which is now inducted in the Indian Armed Forces. Brahmos is the world leader in family of cruise missiles, surpassing those in the developed countries. As a founder and CEO of the joint venture, Dr. Pillai is regarded as the father of Brahmos, which has become a role model for establishing joint venture between Russia and India. Well known as a defense technologist in the world, Dr. A. Sivathanu Pillai has been recognized by many prestigious engineering and management institutions with fellowships. He has received 15 honorary doctorates and reputed from reputed universities of India and Russia. To name a few, the Moscow University of Security, Defense and Law Enforcement honored Dr. Pillai with the order of the Peter the Great and the Academician of the University. Dr. A. Sivathanu Pillai has published many papers in the international and national journals and conference. He has written many books, including Revolution in Leadership, The Path Unexplored, Success Mantra of Brahmos, Nanoscience and Nanotechnology for the Engineering, and he has also co-authored with Dr. Kalam for the books Envisioning an Empowered Nation and Thoughts for Change, We Can Do It. Dr. A. Sivathanu Pillai is a recipient of various prestigious awards, the most importantly Padma Shri in 2002 and Padmabhushan in 2013 by the Government of India for his contribution to aerospace and missile technologies, and also the Order of Friendship by the Government of Russian Federation, the highest Russian award for any foreign citizens of the highest order. Distinguished guest, today we have the honor of being in the presence of a living legend, a visionary whose contribution have revolutionized India's space and defense capabilities. Padmabhushan Dr. Sivathanu Pillai's pioneering leadership in Brahmos missile project stands as a testimony to his brilliance and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together as we invite this extraordinary personality to share his insight with us.
Most respected, the CMD of the Naval Lignite Corporation India, Mr. Prasanna Kumar. We have with us the Director HR, Mr. Samir, Swarup, Director Power, Dr. Venkatachalam, the Principal Vigilance Officer, and my colleague Yegneshwaran, and the esteemed officers of NLC in front of me, and also friends from the media. I'm really honored to stand before you to talk about India. So we have just seen the explanation given by the CMD, how much a certificate will help in executing projects. We don't do only knowledge. We make the person with skill and competence, more importantly competence. So we have got competence baseline for individuals, for projects, as well as for the organization we have. So the way he explained, the way he has run the project, it all shows the dynamic leadership which is in this place. So hats off to NLC for giving such a power to India. India is a very powerful organization today, which I am going to talk to you, and the power you are giving very much. So we are really thankful to you, and our contribution is very little to support you, but you are great people. Now let me talk to you about sustainable future. See, unless the power what you generate leads to sustainability of the earth, it is that is very important that you have to think of. Just to produce carbon dioxide, we have no problem. We are facing the climate change problem. So my talk will include the economic prosperity of the country, energy security, space, how we have taken a leadership, then military might. If you look at India, 2000 years before, India was a great nation. We were the leaders in the knowledge. We gave knowledge to the whole world. We established the first university, and all the people came here to study. But today our people are going outside to study, So the last 1000 years, we were ruled by others, and we became, we became as the slaves. Now we have woken up. You can see India has woken up. So if you look at this chart, you will know the invasions, non-participation in the Industrial Revolution, and the population, they have crippled us, and our prosperity came down to almost to a very grave situation, and India became red. Small India, it became small India with red, what you can see that. I cannot show that there, I can show it in this. See, small, you are seeing small India. Now what happened is, in 1991, there was a big change happened. The economic revival. That pushed India up. Then we thought of industrial development, and then we gave a plan, a vision for developed India. So these things pushed India up, and at the same time we got the information age. So information age gave job to our young people. So the population, which was a problem for us, suddenly became the population giving revenue to us. Now we are in the knowledge age. Young people are talking about startups and entrepreneurship, and we are going to see a great India. The small red India is going to become a big India with greenery as a developed nation by 2047, when we are going to celebrate the 100th year. That is what is going to happen. So we have a vision before us, as there were the 17 areas where we have addressed to, and 500 engineers worked 2 years to evolve these documents. So India has got many areas we have to develop. The prime areas are, number one is the agriculture and agro processing, which will give the food security for us, which is very important, so that we can eliminate the poverty. Second one is the education and healthcare, so that we will have social security. Third one is infrastructure, like what you are giving the power, then providing urban amenities in rural areas, that's we call it as Pura. Then critical other sectors like water, river connectivity, all these areas are very, very important. Then information and communication is another area with the AI technology coming up. This will give massive employment to the people. And the most important thing is we should be self-sufficient. That is called critical technologies we must develop. Our industry should become more strategic. So these are the 5 areas which are very dominant in accounting the developed India vision. The whole idea is GDP growth rate must be above 8.5%. Today's GDP, we have the highest GDP growth rate, the highest in the world is in India. But that is not sufficient for us. We should become 8.5, and if you sustain that, we will quickly overtake the US economy. That is what we are attempting to do now. Another area is the poverty. Today, nearly 20% of the people are below poverty line. That we must see that people are not hunger, not having a problem with the food. So these two, if we can take care of, and we can grow. Illiteracy, we are already taking care of. So the rate is going up. Many things are happening in India, but the poverty is still there, which we have to eliminate. Now, if you see the world economy today, India stands number 5. You know, those people celebrated G7 and all those things. You see that, where are they now? They have all gone down to us. We are very close to 4 trillion level in the world, and to have the 5th position after USA, China, then Germany and Japan. In another 2 years, you will see, we are going to overtake Japan and Germany. Our economy is going to become, is already estimated, because if you see the growth rate, if you see this point, you see the GDP growth rate, right side, if you see, we are 6.8 to 7%, the topmost in the world, whereas the US is struggling with the 2%. You know, Europe is struggling with around the 2 to 3%. We are having the highest percentage of growth rate. So with that, if it is maintained, we will very soon will overtake all other countries. That is a thing. China, which was doing very well earlier with 10%, now they have come down less than us. So you can see that they are 4.6% now. So very soon, 2029, India will be having 9 trillion economy, which will be the third, and it will be very dominant in the world. Not only dominant, we are having a highest level of civilization. Our military power is increasing. Our 800 million youth power we have got. With all the things, we will be overtaking all the countries. So China is also pushing up. China is putting a lot of effort, and they want to become number 1. They will overtake soon. They will overtake USA. So they will become number 1. USA will be number 2. We will be number 3. And by 2047, we will overtake USA also. That's what we are thinking about it. So if you want really that economic growth, what makes the economic growth? That is innovation. Technological innovations should be of the highest order, Our brain power is the best in the world. Indian brains are the best brains, no doubt about it. So if our brains are better, we are contributing our brain for another country's development. You see that all the IITians, they work in other countries, not in India. Or if at all they work in India, they will be working for banks and other places. They are not really contributing to our development. ISRO, ISRO, very successful organization. There is no IITian. DRDO, very successful organization. Missile program we are run. There is no IITian. So the best brains are going outside to develop other countries. But if those people, if they work for us, then we will be having growth very fast. So innovations have to come. Technological innovations can affect the most fundamental changes in the ground rules of economic competitiveness, and also to provide good environment, resulting sustainable development to the society. If you look at the evolution, what has happened is every time disruption happened. If there is a disruption, then there is a technological innovation. If there is a technological innovation, progress is better. So you can see that first wave came in 1785, and you have got for 60 years, and new things came, cotton, iron, water power, all those things. Second wave for another 55 years, when railway, steam and all came. And third wave in 1900 to 1950, heavy engineering, electricity all came. Then fourth wave was in 1950 to 1990 for 40 years, when electronics, aviation, space, all those things came. And fifth wave was software, digital networks, mobility, media, that is 1990 to 2020. So after 2020, there's a change. This is the sixth revolution we are going to face. What is the sixth revolution? That revolution is going to be generative AI. We are talking about AI now, generative AI, nanotechnology, and combination of nanobioinfo and cognitive sciences, robotics, autonomous, everything becomes autonomous, hypersonic, the speed is going to be very high, laser, photonics, networking. These are the things which are going to dominate, and the computation, we are going for quantum computing in a big way, and then they all will lead to new biological systems, new human-machine interface, and space is going to dominate. Space resources we are going to take from asteroids and other planets to our Earth. These are the things going to happen. So everything is going to be quantum. Quantum communication, quantum transportation, all these things are going to come in the future. So we are now moving with all the technologies, we are moving to Industry 5.0. 4.0 gave us many technologies like the big data, augmented reality, IoT, then the cyber security, all issues we have seen. Now we are working on generative AI, sustainability. That is very important. Sustainable, human-centric and resilient industry we want to generate. And 6G. These are the things which are going to dominate the 5.0. Robotics is going to play a big role. In NLC also you will see robotics coming up. In many of the operations they will come. We cannot avoid that. It will happen. Even agriculture is going to be robotic agriculture, because we have found people are less for doing agriculture work. So robotic is going to come. All these new developments are going to happen. AI is going to dominate. AI is what we are talking is the computer systems which are going to come, the cyber physical systems which are going to play a role. That will be now with the brain power given to the machine. So you will have the machine learning, you will have deep learning. So all these things are going to come in a big way. You will be seeing that everywhere the AI is going to dominate. So generative AI is another important thing which will give you new things. You can see the applications of generative AI. All future things will be generative. For example, a movie. You have to take the movie to go to different place, or studios are required. Nothing is required. You need to have a small room. You can put the hero and the heroine dancing in the same room itself with a new concept. So expenditure which will be much less for doing many things, and we don't need big infrastructure to do things. So generative AI is going to dominate in a big way in all aspects, not only arts, in our industry, in making the power generation, RE, everywhere it is going to come and make a big role. So in project management also, as the CMD was telling the importance of project management, here also we are now introducing AI into that. So AI with the project management is going to be totally different. You can do things 25% less than what you estimated. That is what our experiment shows. So we are going for this, and we have got a special committee working on that. How do we introduce this AI into the project management? And we will be definitely, those who have got certificate already and those who are going to certificate, we want to see that with the AI knowledge is brought to them. So there are many things happening in the project management, and the two things are very important. One is the NLP, natural language processing. This is the one thing which we have found. It has got big impact in our doing things. You have got a big document, tender document, you are dealing with tender document. You don't have to read the tender document in the future. The AI will tell you a brief one page, what the essence of the tender document to you. You don't have to do anything. This is the way things are moving now. So your time will be saved, your all effort will be saved when you get into the AI. One example I told you. Our industry is L&T, which has introduced the NLP and the computer vision. They said 25% of cost they have saved, and also the time they saved. So it is going to be a very big boon for industrial setup. So NLP and then computer vision, these are the two things which we are now concentrating, how we can introduce in project management, so that we'll be able to tell you that you can save a lot of time and energy. Mainly the cost will saving, we are going to address that. The future of AI, if you see that even the surgeries, complex surgeries, AI is going to help the doctor. Instead of putting in robotic surgery when it comes, it is going to aid the doctor to do the operation. This is what is going to happen. Then surveillance systems, supply chain management, then digital classrooms, smart algorithms for marketing and advertising. These are the things which are going to happen to using the AI in the future. So what is going to happen is, if you see, our society has gone from hunter to farming, that's agriculture, and then it went to industry, then information. Now it is going to be super smart society. You have already seen the young people today. A person's age is less means he is very smart. So you see 2-year-old, 5-year-old, their character is totally different. You cannot control them in future, because they belong to the super smart society. So when they grow up in another 10 years, you will see, you will not be able to manage the youngsters. They are all super people. So that is what is going to happen. Why it is going to happen is, the whole thing is moving to bottom, if you see, whole thing is moving to the industry 5.0 and the emergence of generative AI. This is going to make a big change. So with all these developments, where we are going, India is going. If you see the India, we did the green revolution, and we generated 300 million tons of food grains, which is sufficient for our people, but all the foods are not reaching the people. White revolution, we are the largest producer of milk in the world, thanks to Varghese Kurian, because of the connectivity is brought in to the people. Then power, we are moving up. Still we have not reached the level we wanted the power generation, but our importance is to RE, the renewable power. So wind power, we are now 41.84 megawatt we are generating. Now we are moving to gigawatt. We are moving to another 23 gigawatt, that's a proposal now. Solar, 100,000 megawatt was the target, but we are now moving up further. And hydrogen is coming up in a big way. You are also doing the hydrogen work. The nuclear power generation, we are now producing 7,380 megawatt of power, but we are going to have another 12 reactors with which we will make it to some 22,000 megawatt of power we will be reaching. That's also not sufficient. So there are now new plants are coming up for the nuclear energy. And big industries will have their small reactors integrated. That's what the government is thinking on that. Then farming, from the agriculture green revolution, now we are moving to green farming, using this called precision farming, using space technology. Space technology is going to help us in the farming, in soil analysis, in selection of the seeds, crop management, everywhere space is going to play a big role. ISRO has introduced a separate website called Bhuvan. You can also see Bhuvan, put it, you will see a lot of inputs are coming on you straight from the satellite you can get to your mobile phone. So that is going to help the farmers. So with one phone, can you manage? That is the thinking with the youngsters to increase the farming productivity. Of course, supercomputer, you see that we were denied supercomputer once. Today we are making petaflop computers and we have jumped into quantum computers. Communication, we are doing very well. 5G is coming in a big way as a national network. And there's already we have formed a team for 6G. We are going to be the pioneers for 6G now. We don't want to get anything from outside. We want to do ourselves. So concentrated effort is going on to go for 6G now. ITS, we have got $290 billion last year. That means it is giving a lot of revenue and also employment to our people. And we are going for the, industry 5.0, plus we are going for EV. EV in a big way, electric vehicles, we are going in a big way. It's very slow, but we have to do it, there's no other go. And Parma, we are doing very well. If you take the defense, we have got a nuclear submarine, we have got many types of missiles we have. Then we are now going for a new program called the 5th generation aircraft, which is the advanced medium combat aircraft. China has already gone for 6th generation, so we are now thinking how to make it a 6th generation instead of 5th generation. Work is on. Then we have got combat vehicles, then missiles, we have got Agni, Padvi and all nuclear missiles. Space, you all know about, we have done very well. And the Chandrayaan program gave a big flip to our country. And the Aditya and new missions, what they have done last week, the SpaceX, the docking of 2 satellites. Now we are developing a new big launch vehicle we are making. We are moving into hypersonics. Ultimately, we are going to establish our factory on the moon. Our NLC branch will be on the moon by 2047. Because the power generation is going to come from outside now. That is what we are thinking. I will tell you why it is. So infrastructure, if you see that we are having highways going up, another 75,000 kilometers of greenfield highway expansion is going to happen. Railways, there's going to be a big upgrade going to happen, 200,000 kilometers. Then you have the maritime, the ports are going to have 4 times increase in the ports. Then the port clusters, aviation, number of airports going to be doubled to 300. Then you have got energy infrastructure, you have got 10 times increase in the RE capacity from 150 gigawatt to 1,500 gigawatt. This is what is the aim. These are all defined by the government. I am not just telling out of my this one. It's all work is on.
India has the highest numbers of under construction mega projects in the world, spending over $1.9 trillion just on its infrastructure between 2018 to on the way 2025.
So in the nuclear energy level also, if you see that we have got a 3-pronged approach. We did our reactors with uranium. Now we are moving to thorium, because 25% of thorium in the world is in India. So we are moving to thorium. Third is we are moving to fusion energy. So we have got a project called the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor called ITER. A 500 megawatt big reactor is being built in France, and we are supporting 10%. We are supporting. All the major countries are partners in the program, and we have made the big structure. What you see that cryostat structure, that is a contribution from our side. L&T has made it. And all the vacuum vessels we have made and given to them, it's all being assembled. Our engineers are working in France to realize that whole thing integrated and give power. So another 2-3 years you will see the fusion energy will be very strong. And the one more thing which is coming up is the small power reactors. So the Atomic Energy Department, they are trying to realize 200 megawatt. That's not, that is a small one. But there are high power 500, 700 megawatt reactors are available. There are many people are trying to do. And one innovative thing what the Russians have done is they have put it in a boat, ship like half ship, small ship, and they have put it in the sea. No, it's a very safe for operation. That's what they have done. So the government of India is considering how to introduce the small reactors. This is also a big plan, and this is one input for NLC. So because NLC can also think of small reactors. And in the space program, thanks to Sarabhai and Dhawan, they are the two people who have made our space program what we are today. And we have got all the launch vehicles, satellites, and we are there everywhere now. And application-wise, the youngsters have made a startup in Andhra Pradesh. They put a station in the field, and they are downloading the satellite data directly, and they are able to do the complete crop with one phone. No person involved. It is totally robotics and drones and AI computation, and everything is downloaded from the satellite. So in future, this is going to be a big operation which will enable us to produce more with the fields are reducing now, so we have to produce more. And our target is $500 million tons of food grains. That's our target now. And in the space program after Chandrayaan, now SpaceX has come now recently, last week, which is the 2 satellites docking. Is a very important requirement for us, because the next moon program, we are going and then taking sample and we are bringing back. So when you bring back the module which will takes, it will be connected to the another one which will be coming to the earth. So the docking mechanism is very, very important. Similarly, when we go for man on the moon, then the man has to come back. So the docking is very important. That's the experiment they have done. And 4 astronauts have been trained by Russia for us, and they are available. And very soon you will see Indians on the space, Indians moving in the space. And we are going to have our own platform, and we have got a Venus mission. There are many things are coming up, being rolled out now. And by 2040, our Indian will be landing on the moon. And 2047 will be our industry will be set up there. So the space is now becoming an earning member, now revenues are coming. So that has triggered many opportunities. 435 foreign satellites were launched by ISRO, and the space is going in a big way.
India has become the first country in the world to reach Mars in its first attempt and become the first country in the world to successfully land a spacecraft on South Pole of the Moon. And did you know that India has created an incredible record by successfully launching 104 satellites by a single rocket?
So next is the startups. You know that we have got more than 140,000 startups in India, and nearly more than 100 unicorns. And in space alone, we have got more than 200 space startups. People are now interested in making their own launch vehicle to put the satellite. They are getting into the market independently other than the ISRO, and they are making satellites. So the things are now moving in a big way, and the large investment is also happening. They have assembled more than 2,000 crores now for the startups program for space.
25 years, and this young force is starting their business, due to which India has become the world's largest and fastest growing startup ecosystem.
So now next is the space economy. People like to go to the moon and come back, you know. After 2050, you will see that the youngsters who are there now, they will celebrate their honeymoon on the real moon. So that is what is going to happen. People will be traveling because they are fed up with going to America and all. They have to go up. So space travel is going to become a very, very important requirement for the future. In all our spacecrafts, we can go and fill the fuel there so that their lifetime can be increased. So there are many things. There is thinking about you have seen the rolling restaurants, in big towers. So in space we will be having towers, and you will say the polar orbit will be having a tower. Like that, our restaurants will be there in different places in the space. So like that, many thinking has come, and the youngsters are now thinking how to realize that. So there's going to be a big change. After 10 years, you will see there's going to be a lot of change in this. So what has been finalized by our government is, you go for new type of launch vehicle, which can put the satellite in 4 days on the moon. Because we have taken 40 days for the Chandrayaan 3. Now we want to do it in 4 days. So a new development has been already started. So new launch vehicles are coming to go faster, big launch vehicles. Secondly, the Gaganyaan program, manned mission, human on the moon is 2040, already fixed now, and 2047 our industry. Chandrayaan, we are going to have up to 7. From 3, we are going to 4, 5, 6. Each one has got a different thing. Some of the experiments can be done by you. Suppose you want to test some of the modules of the electricity production or decarbonization. You can put it in the payload, and then that experiment can be done on the moon. So many possibilities are there. So this is the roadmap for the future. Why moon? That question came. See, more than 4 billion years after the moon got formed, the sun was bombarding the helium and hydrogen. These helium particles have become dust on the sun, on the moon. Moon has no atmosphere. So what has happened is all these deposits were lying there. There is it cannot move out. So the helium deposits have become helium-3. One component is called helium-3. This helium-3, which have been brought from the astronauts who have gone there, the American astronauts, they have found it is producing energy more than the uranium, 100 times more than the uranium. And they are non-radioactive. So if your non-radioactive material is available on the moon, why not we bring it? So this process is going to start from 2026 by the Americans. And Chinese and Russians have joined together to make a program. 2029 onwards, they are going to bring the helium-3. So India will also do that. That is why I said NLC branch at the moon, when I said it's not small thought. It is meant for bringing the energy source from there. So you have to mine, you are saying the robotic system, what I am showing here. Remove separate out the helium-3, put it in the bottles, that yellow bottles what you are seeing, and then go to our launch base on the moon. Having a launch base on the moon is easier compared to the earth, because the gravity of the moon is 1/6 of the earth. So small launch vehicle can do better job. So that we have to do, then bring it to the earth. So this process is going to happen from 2030 onwards by others, and 2040 afterwards we will be doing that. So this is the requirement for why people are more interested to go to the moon. Now, similarly, when you talk about the strength of the nation, Abdul Kalam said, strength respects strength. So unless you are a strong nation, nobody will respect you. Only 5 countries are today members of the Security Council with veto power. Why India is not there? That's the question. So that means we should have a carrier which can go intercontinentally. We should have a nuclear weapon. So this is the requirement. But we are starting everything late. People started immediately after the World War, but we are starting now. So he thought that if you want to really overtake them, you have to think differently. So that is why he said, when we are behind other countries, we should think differently. Futuristic technology we should go. We should have newer concepts to do things. That was his wish, and he conceived 5 projects, Agni, Prithvi, Nag, Akash and Trishul, called Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. So fortunately, I worked with him on all the projects. So I was the program director for this GMDP. So we have got a plan to develop all the technologies by ourselves. If you see that there is a technology denial by other countries called the MTCR, Missile Technology Controlled Regime, started by the US, and their bandwagon countries all assembled, and they said we will not give any technology to India. So with that denial regime, if you want to escape, you have to develop yourself. So all the institutions, industries assembled together to develop nearly 200 new technologies, which are very critical, and all the technologies have been developed by us in India. We became a challenge to them now. Now they are all coming to us because we are a very strong nation in developing technologies. For example, this Agni, which is a very important program, is going very long range. You can see the range here. 5,000 kilometers it goes. You can see that it is covering the entire China, it is covering. And Agni 1 is a smaller rocket, covers entire Pakistan, so like that, So you see that we have got power, a nuclear power loaded on that. We are ready anytime. If anybody wags the tail, we can finish off them. That is the power we have got. So it is not to go for war, it is to tell them be careful. Another threat we got is the satellites. Satellites are weaponized now by some countries. So that may become a harm to us. So we developed a missile which can go and kill that satellite. That's what you are seeing as anti-satellite system. And another one which the CMD was telling is Brahmos. Brahmos is a joint venture with Russia. India, Russia joined together. That's why it's called Brahmos. Brahmaputra and Moskova, the name of 2 rivers. So this missile is a supersonic cruise missile. What Americans have got is subsonic Tomahawk missile. We are 3 times faster than what the Americans can do, and 9 times powerful than what they have got. So this missile can be launched from sea, underwater, or on the mobile platform, or from air, any platform, anywhere you can launch, any place you can launch, any trajectory you can take, any height you can travel. This is the only operational supersonic cruise missile in the whole world. So this is C. So we are launching a missile from the Sukhoi in Andaman Sea, and without sound you are seeing, it goes into the target in Nicobar between the 2 red points. Red point is the camera points. In middle you have to hit. So every time we have launched it, hit on the bullseye. This success nobody has got. So you see that we have fooled other countries now by doing that. They are all worried about Indians now. You can see the comparison with the Americans. They have got Tomahawk 0.8 Mach, that is subsonic. 1 is speed of sound, less than the speed of sound. We are 3 times faster. Then that means we can reach the enemy faster and finish him. Before he wakes up, we have to finish him. Then power 9 times V squared, velocity square, so 9 times. And every 3 seconds a missile can go as a salvo. So our ships are having 16 missiles. All 16 missiles take off within 1 minute. It goes to different targets. 16 targets can be finished off in 4 minutes. We don't have such enemy with us now. That's the type of thing we have got. We are number 1 in the world. So now we are working on the hypersonic program, which is the speed is now 7 times faster than sound. So we are developing the technologies required for that. We need scramjet propulsion, we need high temperature materials, all these areas we are working on that. Our aim is like this, our aim is, initially when we talk about everything is dumb, is a chemical thing is there, you throw it. Then it became intelligent by providing a control over that. Like that slowly it became a genius system. Up to that we have reached now. Next stage is called transhuman system. Transhuman system is what Krishna says, you operate from your mind. It should go, finish off the enemy and come back to you. Sudarshan Chakra. So that concept we are working. That means our missile should go the fastest. That's called hypersonic. Go to the enemy operated by mind, bring it. Mind, why we are saying is, there's all electronics will be jammed in another few years. Then what will work is only our brain. That is why this mind is, concept of mind has come. So now big problem before us is the climate change. Water level increasing in the sea, temperature is moving up, forest fire has come, whole California is in danger. So many things are happening. So how do you escape from that? So that is why you need new green technologies should come in food production, in climate engineering, clean energy generation. Then our circular economy, wastage should be made as wealth. Then green buildings helps for wealth. The use of AI to help us. All these things have been going to be very, very useful for us to enter into sustainable development. Recently, scientists have come out with one plant called diatoms. This plant, once you put on water, that plant absorbs the carbon dioxide. So they say, if we can, we have got large, 70% of the earth is water. Why not we use this so that the carbon dioxide can be removed? This is a new concept which has come up now. So India has got a climate action plan. Today we are 56% coal, including what coal you have got. So that will be reduced to 12%. 49% is going to be renewable energy. This is what is the government of India has given. So many things are going to change in your, even in your own NLC, things are going to change. Green hydrogen, there is a big program started. Now I will suggest one new thing for you. This is, you have gone to solar. Is on the ground, depending on the sun's availability, and it's restricted. Go up, put a solar power satellite in geostationary orbit. All 24 hours you are getting power. Okay, you raise it. And we have got the technology. This is not a difficult thing. We have got technology. We'll build it and we'll drag it to the geostationary orbit. It is facing the sun all the time. Energy is there. The electrical energy will be transmitted by, you cannot transmit electrical energy from the air. It will be converted to microwave and sent to the earth. Then microwave will be converted. This is a known technology. It's not a new technology. But doing a thing with a satellite is a new technology for us. So NLC should build a solar power satellite. As the first organization in the world, you should do it. We will launch it, we will put it. So energy security is a very important thing. Solar power technology to increase the efficiency. Efficiency of solar power is much less now. It is about 21%. There are schemes which have come to increase the efficiency by adding nanotechnology. A carbon nano tube over that aligned on the silicon and encapsulated with polymer is giving 52% today. Nobody has done it, but it is in the lab. So we should also try to do how we can increase the efficiency and show to the people that we can produce better solar power. Then large scale grid integration with renewable energy. Then new solutions have to come for storage. All the power needs to be stored because power distribution is not going to be uniform. Then invest in the green hydrogen, which you have already started. Then one important thing is ocean. ocean is, top is very high temperature, while you go down, the temperature is less. This temperature difference can make energy. Electricity you can produce because of the temperature difference. And also, the ocean has got huge reserve of uranium. Nobody has taken uranium from the ocean. It is there. For 1 lakh years, you have got already uranium available down, near to us. So we should see how you can tap the ocean resource. Helium-3, which I told you, from the moon, then solar power satellite. These are the ways we can do it. Something we can do immediately, something we can do after some time, something can be after 10 years. So globally, if you see, India will be a global leader in 2047. How it will become? Economic prosperity, we are now moving up. Energy security, we have to do. The schemes are being worked out. Space dominance, we were bullock cart country. When we started the space program, our satellite was taken by bullock cart. When the Armstrong landed on the moon, we were on the bullock cart. But today you see where we are. We have reached that stage. So we are now proving that we can dominate in space. Then military might, I can assure you, we are very strong in military. Industry, new technologies they have to absorb, move to industry 5.0. Skill for the youth is very, very important, and they are going to become superhuman. So we should be very careful in nurturing them. Then net zero carbon, very important requirement. Civilization heritage we have got, and self-reliance is our goal. With all the things, with 800 million youth with us, and 8.5% GDP, if we can reach India, the future is India. So when you are inspired by some great purpose, some extraordinary task, all your thoughts break their bounds. Your mind transcends limitations. Your consciousness expands in every direction, and you find yourself in a new, great and wonderful world. Dormant forces, faculties and talents come alive, and you discover yourself to be a greater person than ever you dreamt yourself. Greater person by far than you ever dreamt for yourself. So what you need is, you should be inspired by great purpose. Purpose of life, history has seen somebody who thinks beyond others, has only made a page in the history. NLC should make a page in the history. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure to listen to you, to your valuable perspective and insights. To truly appreciate the visionary leadership and transformative journey of our beloved CMD, sir, we present a short video capturing his remarkable contribution and inspiring achievement. Please join me in watching this tribute.
At the heart of India's energy sector stands NLC India Limited, a powerhouse of innovation and sustainability. Behind its impressive achievements in faster pace, one name stands out, Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli. As Chairman and Managing Director, he has steered NLC India Limited to new heights, transforming it into a leader in capacity addition in mining and both conventional and renewable energy production. Before taking the helm at NLC India Limited, Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli has served as the Managing Director of Gujarat State Electricity Corporation Limited, wherein he has marked a pivotal chapter in accelerating the renewable energy revolution. His leadership not only enhanced Gujarat's green energy capacity, but also contributed significantly to India's transition towards sustainable energy solutions. Prior to this, Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli steered many complex and nationally important projects to excellence on many new initiatives and breakthrough performance improvements projects in existing energy portfolios of Maharatna Power Major NTPC Limited, which continues today at NLC India Limited. When Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli took the reins as CMD in NLC India Limited, the company was already a respected player in the mining and energy sector. But he saw an even greater potential, a potential for innovation, sustainability and diversification. His vision was clear: to not only increase NLCIL's capacity in mining and power generation, but also to position the company as a pioneer in the renewable energy space. Under his leadership, NLC India Limited successfully completed the long-pending, highly sensitive, socially complex lifeline to NLCIL Neyveli operations and, most critical, for Asia's largest lignite mine, the Paravanar River Permanent Diversion Project. Further, his visionary leadership made advancement for renewable energy portfolio, adding significant solar and wind energy capacity to its already robust thermal power infrastructure. These projects were a testament to Shri Motupalli's commitment to India's green energy future, ensuring that NLCIL would play a critical role in the country's transition to sustainable energy. But it wasn't just about growth. It was also about efficiency. Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli believed that operational excellence was key to NLCIL's long-term success. His focus on optimizing processes, embracing automation, and leveraging technology helped reduce costs, improve performance, and ensure a sustainable future for NLC India Limited. Through strategic leadership in project and portfolio management, Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli ensured that NLCIL's projects, whether in mining, power generation, or renewable energy, were executed with precision, within budget, and on time. His meticulous attention to detail and ability to manage complex portfolios were central to the company's present remarkable transformation. Empowering people and building a strong workforce. Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli's leadership philosophy goes beyond just projects and profit margins. He understands that the true strength of any organization lies in its people. He invests heavily in the professional growth and development of NLCIL's workforce, fostering a culture of innovation, collaboration, and continuous learning. Towards this, Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli took initiatives and formulated the revised code values NLCIL commits. By creating opportunities for employees to upgrade their skills, adapt to new technologies, and lead with purpose, Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli ensured that NLCIL's workforce remained agile and empowered, ready to meet the challenges of an ever-evolving mining and energy sector. Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli played a pivotal role in the successful Commercial Operation Declaration (COD) of NLCIL's first supercritical thermal plant at Ghatampur, GTPP. Under his dynamic leadership and guidance, the team achieved this significant milestone, marking a major accomplishment for NLCIL towards energy security of the country. Under the visionary leadership of Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli, NLCIL's lignite and coal mines earned top scores and prestigious 5-star ratings in the Union Coal Ministry survey for 2022-23 in recognition of its outstanding operational excellence and its position as a leader in the mining sector. In recognition, of his exceptional leadership and dedication to foster a positive and productive work environment and unwavering commitment to nurturing a people-centric culture within NLCIL, Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli has been conferred with the esteemed People-Focused CEO of the Year Award in February 2024. It is for his exemplary leadership in project and portfolio management that Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli is being recognized today with the prestigious International Project Management Association IPMA Level A certification and also called as a Certified Portfolio Director. The IPMA Level A certification is the highest global recognition in project management, one that is awarded to professionals who demonstrate exceptional expertise in managing large, complex projects and portfolios. Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli's leadership and strategic vision have made him one of the most respected figures in the industry. His ability to manage high-stakes projects, deliver results with precision, and drive sustainable growth has earned him this honor. The IPMA Level A certification is not just a reflection of his individual achievements. It is a recognition of the impact he has had on NLC India Limited, its employees, and the entire mining and power sector. As Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli receives the IPMA Level A certification today, it marks a new chapter in his journey, a journey that has already left an indelible mark on NLC India Limited and the energy sector and inspires many towards acquiring complex project management skills to match with global priorities. With his continuous leadership, NLC India Limited is poised for even greater achievements in the future. Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli's unwavering commitment to excellence, sustainability and innovation will ensure that NLCIL remains at the forefront for years to come. Shri Prasanna Kumar Motupalli is a visionary leader, a mentor, and now a globally recognized expert in project management. His journey is a shining example of how visionary leadership can transform an organization, an industry, and a nation.
Now let us give a big round of applause to his visionary leadership and dedication to excellence. We now move to the highlight of the ceremony, the awarding of the certificates. Before that, I would like to request Padmabhushan Dr. Sivathanu Pillai to honor our respected CMD sir with a shawl and a bouquet of flower. Today, we witness a moment of immense pride and inspiration as our esteemed CMD sir is awarded the prestigious IPMA Level A certificate. This global recognition is a testimony to his unparalleled expertise in managing large-scale, complex projects with precision and excellence, a feat achieved by only a select few worldwide. With that, I request Padmabhushan Dr. Sivathanu Pillai to award the A-level certificate to our respected CMD sir.
PMA India is really honored to give the certificate A level to Mr. Prasanna Kumar. Very few have achieved this in India. There are many projects they have done, but when we have gone through his, CV, we were very much impressed that he deserves. But we had, even then, we had 2-hour interview for him. So he withstood our bombardment of interview and answered all the questions. So this certificate is earned by him. And is very, very valuable document which is recognized by 72 countries. Anywhere he goes, this will speak for him. So we are very much honored and we are very happy to give this certificate to him. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to request our respected CMD, sir, to present the C-level certificates. Request Shivawalan to receive the certificate for D level.
We have gathered here today to celebrate a significant milestone, awarding of prestigious IPMA Project Director A-level certification to our CMD. We are deeply honored by the presence of the renowned scientist Padmabhushan Dr. Sivathanu Pillai on this occasion. I extend my sincere gratitude to him for taking the time to present the prestigious IPMA Project Director A-level certificate to our CMD despite his busy schedule. As the saying goes, the success of any journey rests in deciding the right direction and destination in advance. Keeping this ideology in mind, NLCIL has always been at the forefront of making timely and correct decisions, which has allowed us to excel and maintain our competitive edge in the business environment. This success is due in large part to the visionary leadership of our CMD, who has initiated measures to certify our executives, including young and talent GETs in project management. I sincerely thank our CMD, who leads by example, having become an IPMA certified project director himself, and inspires each one of us to strive for excellence in our respective fields. I would also like to express my gratitude to the functional directors and CVO for their active participation in this event, which has made it truly memorable. I thank Shri T. Srinivasan, Regional Director PMA, for his continuous guidance and support in conduction of various project management programs for NLCIL. My heartfelt thanks to Executive Directors, CGMs, GMs, DGMs, CMs, advisors, and other officials for their participation and for making this award ceremony a resounding success. I also extend my warm congratulations to the executives who were awarded C and D level certificates. I would like to thank the representatives of recognized trade unions, associations, federations, welfare associations, and WIPs for their presence and support at this ceremony. I also sincerely appreciate the press and media for their continuous support and coverage. Finally, I would like to extend my thanks to the Corporate Communication Department, Corporate Computer Department, TA Department, HR Department, Electrical Services and Communication Department, Horticulture, and Team LNDC for their invaluable support and cooperation, which were instrumental in making this event a great success. Thank you once again for being here and making this event memorable. Thank you very much.